Thank you, everybody. I would also like to thank you because this is such a wonderful, wonderful building to have this beautiful dinner, this celebration of happiness, of respect, of love for one another, of raising a family together. I just want to say that I am proud of both Michael and I'm proud of Deon. You've worked so hard. You've worked your way all the way back from Texas. Every year it was, we're going to get closer, Mom, we're going to get closer. And then they left Fort Worth, and then they got to Arizona. And oh my God, that is drivable. So we were driving to Arizona a lot. You know, I appreciated the 7 hours of silence in my car just to get to them. And then Dominic would talk to me all night long till 4 o'clock in the morning. But then they said to me, Mom, we're coming home. And I have to say to you that that is the most fabulous thing. I have my son, my daughter, I have another son, another daughter, my grandchildren, all my family are with me. And I love them, and I respect them, and they respect one another, and they compliment one another. They may kill each other every now and then, but that's part of the deal, because then you're going to find a way to go through that together. So Mike and Deon and Dominic and Milana, you're part of this too. You are excellent grandchildren. I couldn't ask for anything better. You have been wonderful by your example today. You've done a beautiful job, and I love you very, very much. And you know what? I'll give a little toast. To Michael and Deon, may your lives go on for many, many, many years. As the Italians say, cent'anni, 100 years to you. Hear, hear. And to Milana and Dominic, 1,000 years to you. I love you, I love you.
I'm Mike's dad, and I would first like to say that I've been given the singular honor of being louder. Okay, louder. Boy, there was a joke there, wasn't there? My name's Deon. I'm Mike's dad, and I have been given the singular honor to actually do the toast for them, the official toast tonight. I learned about this approximately 2 hours ago when Mike walked up and said, Dad, can you give the toast tonight? And so I've been spending the last 2 hours writing myself notes on the back of the only piece of paper I could find, which apparently I have, it's actually a donation form, so I guess I have to throw some money here. So anyway, to show how mean my son is, there's an unlimited bar. And he said I had to maintain myself. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, so anyway, what's kind of fun about this for me is that instead of doing a toast to somebody you don't know, because you know the first time you met them was at the wedding rehearsal, I've known Deon for 12 years. And so I have 12 years of dirt on the two of them. I'll be glad to share some of it with you right now. I'm not going to make fun of Deon because, my God, she's married to Mike. What worse could happen to her? But anyway, you know, Mike is an incredibly sensitive individual. The first example of that is when he moved his lovely bride to Texas. And now this is a woman who's a little bit concerned about Texans because, let's face it, it is the South and they're Texans and they're kind of weird. I mean, you buy a pickup in Texas and they ask if you want a wife to go with it. Anyway, so he moved to a town called White Settlement. I thought that was really classy. And then to Marana, Arizona, Cottonville Lane. Classy, Mike. Nicely done. But anyway, I would like to tell you a story about Deon. It's my favorite Deon story because it definitely typifies her sense of humor. And we were in Thailand for Scooter and Tim's reception. And Deon, who is of course 6 feet tall, Thai people are all like 3 feet tall. Because we represent so anyway, so we're at the reception, and Deon is standing there. We're all staying there as a family when the kids are getting introduced by the CFO of the International Red Cross, or whoever that guy was. So anyway, so they're standing there, and this person comes up and stands in front of Deon at the reception. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, you're part of the family. I'm in your way. And she looked at him and said, no, that's okay, I can see over you. And then she patted him on the head. He was the head of the Supreme Court. That was great. You know, seriously though, I have like 4 more pages of work here. Anyway, you know, by the way, this is what happens when you give somebody 2 hours to write something. If you give them a lot of time, they write a lot. 12 years of success. We've known each other 12 years. Absolutely successful couple. 10 years of marriage. 2 incredible children. Support during 2 university careers. A&P school, flight school, nursing school. Amazing. Just an amazing. I mean, they did this while they were both full-time employed, raising children. I mean, how can you be more successful than that as a human being and as a couple? I just cannot believe how good that is. I would like to also tell you, by the way, on a lighter note, the best quote of the day. Dominic said, "I love going to this wedding because in 2 days we're going to Hawaii." That's because I had to write it on the side because I forgot about it earlier because you didn't tell me about this. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Raise your glasses. Just like Dominic's doing. Here's a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Deon Naney.
Yes. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. But we've got one more special lady that needs to say something here. Let's hear from Nana. Nana Gloria.
I couldn't remember anything, so I had to write it down. And I knew everybody here would be, you know, everything that was said before would be really funny, so I'm going to be the serious one. We've all gathered here this evening to celebrate 10 years of marriage. We've already talked about that a lot, of Mike and Deon. However, their relationship goes back a bit before that, maybe even to birth. I, as grandma to Deon, was fortunate to be around when she was born. Mike managed to do it without me. As they grew up, I knew they were guided by their parents, thanks to moms Terry and Linda, and influenced by their environment, which made them who they each are, and eventually led them to each other. A star-studded crossing, some might say. But that was only the beginning. I have watched as they have taken on more and more responsibility for themselves and 2 other people in the form of my great-grandchildren, Dominic and Mylon. I don't think Deon and Mike take their relationship for granted, ever, and continually consider the other as well as themselves, thus renewing their commitment to each other this evening. They have been busy these 10 years, as has been mentioned, with Mike going to air mechanic school, taking more training and a job in Fort Worth, Texas, and then to Tucson, Arizona, and a job at Bombardier. And now he's back, come full circle. Still working for Bombardier, but he's back with us in the valley and brought his family with him. And in addition to all that, he supported his wife by helping with the children and household while Deon became a registered nurse and now looks forward to nursing in labor and delivery at Holy Cross. That was just in the first 10 years. What might we see in the next 10 years? We don't get to pick our family, but I could not have picked a better family than had I had that opportunity. My very first granddaughter, Deon, is an amazing person, and I always wanted the best for her. Well, guess what? She picked the best on her own, in Michael Naney. I think his mother, Linda, grandmother Grace, and dad, David, all played a part in his being the person he is. However, Mike has a mind of his own, and he uses it to establish his place in this world. The presence of friends and family to witness the renewal of this marriage is evidence of the love and caring you have for this couple. They have made friends from Fort Worth to Tucson and are happy to be back with all of you here in California. They are always ready to help someone out when there is a need. Most of all, they love to party. And so that is an important part of this celebration. I look forward to the next 10 years and beyond as I watch these two and their children grow. Keep the brandy handy, Mike, for my business. I love you both and wish you the very, very best.
Yes, this is my man. Come on now. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. All right, we're gonna do the cake right now, so we can get the bride and groom up there. Ladies and gentlemen, picture moment. Get your cameras, get your phones. If you have to, get to the bar. Don't worry about it. Let's do this, and let's do this right.